Hi everyone, my name is Hailey Petersen, and today I'll be presenting the mass media popular cultural analysis of Cosmopolitan magazine, specifically the winter 2025 issue. In this presentation, I'll walk through how Cosmopolitan targets its audience and how advertising shapes reader experience. More specifically, how Cosmopolitan magazine uses its brand identity and what I found when I analyzed the advertisements throughout the magazine. I'll connect ads to key sociological concepts from my course. Cosmopolitan is one of the world's most influential women's lifestyle magazines, with over 50 international editions and a reach of more than 24 million. His brand focuses on empowerment, beauty, relationships, lifestyle, and modern femininity. Specifically, Cosmopolitan states it is the largest young women's media brand in the world. The identity is smart, cool, sophisticated, unapologetic. Even though about 395,000 print copies are produced per issue, Cosmo's real power comes from its massive online social media presence, which generates over 40 million brand impressions. Cosmo's digital reach makes it highly valuable to advertisers who pay premium prices to reach its audience. Print advertising is expensive, with the cost of $38,350 for one third of a page, or 10 cents per reader. 10 cents doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up quickly with the number of brands that advertise. Lifestyle aspirations, values, and interests are the key characteristics for Cosmo readers, specifically fashion, beauty, fitness, and relationship, with a focus on values that represent independence, empowerment, and self-expression. These interests shape the types of advertisements that appear in the magazine. Targets young adult women between the ages of 18 through 35, interested in beauty, fashion, pop culture, and self-improvement. There is no specific focus on race, with a good range of races and backgrounds throughout the magazine. There's a clear emphasis on middle class that aspires to luxury class. Most advertising targets urban, socially active, and trend-focused customers. I created a quick photo summary of the ads in the magazine. This isn't all of them, but it shows what is advertised in Cosmo. The winter 2025 issue is 106 pages long, and nearly 50 of those pages are associated with advertising, either directly, indirectly, through influencers or fashion photos with professional models. I identified 29 pages that were clear advertisements, with another 6 pages of fashion models that are clearly advertising. At best, 35 pages or 33% for articles or essays. Advertising self-care represented much of the advertising, with 45% of 13 pages. The rest of the advertising was focused to lifestyle, clothing and accessories, foods, and pets. Interesting, almost all of the advertising was in the first half of the magazine. A reader had to flip through the advertising to get to the articles. All dominant themes emerged from the advertisements. Not surprisingly, beauty and empowerment focused on trendy youthful femininity, clear emphasis on Western beauty norms, and finally, a higher class lifestyle. These themes closely relate to our sociological concepts of culture, gender, and consumer identity. In Cosmo, several sociological themes were noticed: culture, social interaction and groups, social class and stratification, gender and sexuality, race, and consumer culture. Here are the definitions for these concepts, along with simple examples from Cosmopolitan. Building on these concepts, I reviewed 10 different advertisements and evaluated the target characteristics, how the target portrayed, and what concept is associated with each advertisement. The first ad is for Olay. Olay uses scientific claims to appeal to beauty-conscious women who trust science. Concept: socialization reinforces the beauty myth and expectations of flawless skin. The next ad is for Vaseline. Vaseline presents two lifestyles: glamorous glow and calming flow. Concepts: gender and culture. Next is Pandora. Pandora appeals to emotional closeness and friendship through jewelry symbolism. Concepts: gender and culture. Culture is opponent to Cosmo, and the next ad promotes romance-based fiction, reinforcing expectations around love and femininity. Concept: culture. Pets are an important part of many people's lives. Fancy Feast markets premium pet food as luxury and affection. Concepts: social class and consumer culture. This ad is a mix of fashion and lifestyle items that focuses on identity expression through consumption. Concepts: consumer culture and social class. Building on fashion and lifestyle. This ad is for shoes displaying comfortable footwear, expressing personality and lifestyle. Concepts: consumer identity and gender. On this slide, there are two articles that function as advertisements. The first is an article style ad promoting stylish phone accessories. Concept: symbolic intellectualism. Next is an influencer profile that blends authenticity with beauty norms. Concept: socialization. This article is amazing and functions as educational and advertisement at the same time. This article is about Black hair shows and the importance of them to the Black community. Concept: race. Overall, there are 30+ advertisements throughout the magazine, and many sociological themes were noticed throughout, specifically culture, socialization, social class, gender and sexuality, and consumer culture. There are sociological connections between these ads so that they can best address the target consumer of the magazine. Cosmopolitan reinforces society's expectations around beauty, lifestyle, and identity. Advertisements socialize readers into gender norms, class aspirations, and consumer behavior.